So we're getting into that time of year where it's open enrollment. So people are choosing their insurance plans, and there's a lot of considerations on the table, especially when it comes to your providers. So some things to think about. If you want access to the highest quality providers, clinics like ours, we can only be in network with a couple of preferred provider organizations, also known as PPOs. Now, if that's something that you have access to and you're willing to spend the money on, that's going to give you your best access to the widest variety of people and really like the highest level of care. However, not all of our employers can offer something like that. So maybe you just don't even have a PPO option. Maybe an HMO option is all you can do. And that's okay. And what I'm going to share with you is, in times like this and how insurance is and how insurance is going, we really need to think differently about physical therapy, at least in my opinion, or even access to medical practitioners that we want to work with anyway. Meaning that, let's say you can only choose a plan that's out of network with a provider like us, but you still want to use our services in some capacity. We can do so in a very complementary sense. Meaning that for certain things, hey, go to your contracted providers that'll keep your costs low, and maybe you can get more visits out of it that way. That's great. However, if you also wanted to complement that with seeking our services as well, you could do so by paying out of pocket. And really maybe the difference in what you'd be paying for a PPO plan versus an HMO plan is so much more that you have some extra funds that you could actually utilize towards paying for services that are outside of your network. And that is another way to do it, with whether it's just for a consult and be like, hey, everybody over at DeWitt PT, am I on the right path? What can I do? Tell me what to do and I'll do the work. I just really trust your guys' opinion. And then we give you a plan and, hey, call us if you need us kind of thing. And we do it as an ad hoc kind of basis. That's totally fine. PT doesn't have to be twice a week indefinitely. That's not how it was set up, and that's not what it's supposed to be. And so it just takes a little bit of thinking differently in how you're going to manage it. Also, that could be, hey, I'm going to do, maybe you had surgery and you're going to do your post-surgical care with your in-network provider, but then come to us every 2 to 4 weeks and kind of have a check-in, and we'll progress you at a different rate. Or maybe you use your insurance for the first part of your care, and then once you kind of hit a plateau within either their system or just in general, we really shine, and our specialty is that higher level, that late phase rehab anyway. Come on in, we'll work with you once every few weeks, once a month, and build a plan to get you back to sport or whatever activity you really enjoy doing. So again, you have options that are within maybe your plans or your offerings, but then you also have options in how you're going to utilize those services. And ultimately what we want to be a resource for this community. And we want people to look at us as those experts, because we are. And to be able to say, hey, you're not covered, but I want to come in and I want to get an opinion from you guys. I want to work with you guys in some capacity, help point me in the right direction. And we can totally do that into whatever amount or frequency that you're comfortable with as well. So just something to think about. It's open enrollment season. Again, lots of options out there. Think about it. But again, we want to be here for you. We want to be approachable to you in some capacity. So let us know how we can help.